If this capsule history of our progress teaches us anything, it is that man in his quest for knowledge and progress is determined and cannot be deterred. The exploration of space will go ahead, whether we join in it or not. And it is one of the great adventures of all time. And no nation which expects to be the leader of other nations can expect to stay behind in this race for space. This decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Reentry, an orbital simulator. So what is Reentry, an orbital simulator? This is a new space simulator that is out on Steam. I got it for 16 bucks. It's on sale right now. A link for it will be in the description below, and you can check it out. Last time we did a space simulator on this channel, it was a game called Space Simulator, and that project was pretty much dead and I never came back to it. But this caught my eye and this is phenomenal. If you are a space fan, this game right here is for you. This simulator is for you. Before we jump in, I do want to show you my settings for graphics. I have a Jetline system as far as my PC goes, so I can run things pretty good here. I have everything cranked to ultimate. Earth textures, keep in mind, by default, you'll have low, but if you switch to high, you'll be greeted with a screen that you will require 11 gigabytes of memory, and the loading times will be higher unless it's on an SSD. So I'll hit Roger there. We're fine with that. Hit back, and here we are greeted with the main menu. We can change our profile, you can change your name, your capsule name, things like that. I just kept it as Capsule 1. And then here at the top, we have Academy. You've got manuals, so you can read up all you want. You've got Basic Theory. You've got Project Mercury, Project Gemini, and Project Apollo. Today, we are going to be doing Project Apollo. In fact, we're going to be doing Lesson 2. We're going to be doing Boost. I've done pre-launch. We're going to do Boost. And pre-launch is pretty boring. You're just in the cockpit. Boost is going to be getting the Saturn V space vehicle ready for launch. But a ton of things here. A ton of things to go through as far as Academy goes. Hit back. And we are greeted with missions. You have Project Mercury missions, you have pre-play, early access, historic missions, etc. You've got Project Gemini and Project Apollo. So you can do the missions right there, or you can go into a campaign. They do have a early access campaign here, the Bridge to the Moon, and you can select that and go into your campaign. Have not done that yet. Let me know if you want to see me do a campaign, and we'll check that out together. Right now, we're just going to start very, very, very small because this game can seem overwhelming, but the developer did a fantastic job as far as getting you going. So enough jibba jabba. I say we go ahead and jump into the Academy Project Apollo lessons, and we're going to go to Lesson 2 Boost. There it is right there. I have already got a 3-star on it. That's the flight that I did to make sure everything worked fine. We go to launch. And we're greeted with this screen. It's going to load in. It's probably going to take a few moments, and then we'll be out on the launch pad. Preparing the cockpit state. All right. Didn't take very long to load in, honestly. Welcome back to the command module cockpit in the Academy Lesson 2, etc., etc. There's a ton of these to read through. I'm just going to click through them. If you buy the game, you'll see there's a ton to go through here. The first stage named S1C, etc., etc. And then we are greeted with this moment. And over here is our view selector. See, it's just going to keep popping these up, which is fine. It's just telling you more information about the Saturn V. And we will go to the commander seat, start things off here. Now, these are easy ways to get around the cockpit. You've got your external camera here, and it's not very detailed as far as there's no VAB. Kennedy Space Center is not there. I hope to see that later down the road, but keep in mind this is a sim based on just the systems alone, and it's really meant for being inside the cockpit. However, it doesn't look bad. It really doesn't. And you'll see that later on when we actually launch. Okay, so that's good there. You've got Orbital. This view here is the way to see if you are actually making orbit, etc. You'll see that later down the road. We got commander seat, pilot seat, lunar module, pilot seat, commander's window, lunar module, pilot window. The computer in panel 200 to 299. We won't have to worry about that. All right, so all we have to do is hit mission pad, or we can hit M, and it brings up the mission pad here. Here's the mission telling you what is expected. Launch time is going to be at 4 p.m. today on the 5th of June in 1967. So we're going to go to checklists, and I'm going to go to boost preparations. We don't need to do pre-flight. We go to boost preparations. Now, this is awesome. You hit the run key here, and it starts it. Now, what I really love is you have these things here that are little boxes that light up to familiarize yourself with the panel. In the last space simulator, I had to learn a lot about the panel before I actually could fly because, well, you had a checklist, but you had to know where all those switches were. So, first things first, we'll hit Roger on all this stuff. Entire, yeah, blah, 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 blah. We know. Put all this stuff away. So up here in the top right, you can see there's the checklist, and it's very interactive. Now we're going to put our verb in first. So we'll hit verb, and they want a verb of 3-7. Now you see right there, I'll put 3-8. I'll hit reset on that. It's early access, so there are some little bugs here and there that I don't care for, and that is you got to hit these just right. 3 and then wait. Reset that. No, it was 3-7, right? Yeah. 3 and 7. Don't accidentally hit 8. There we go. Hit enter. And then 0, 1 for our noun. Hit enter. Come on. Hit enter. There we go. And there it is, starting its gyro there. DC indicator selector 8. So that's over here on the lunar module pilot seat. So we can fly over here. And here you have to kind of mess around with it till it goes away, but you can easily screw up. Now they want battery C, 37 volts, which is bat C right there. It's 37 volts. Looks good there. DC indicators selector 3 will be the next one you got to do. Now here I got a little hung up on some things. I assume they want us over here to 3, so let's put on 3. But it doesn't seem to really be doing anything. It might be ace. Yeah, no. So I just hit pro. It'll do it for you. DC indicator selector 3, hit pro. It'll do it for you. FD AI scale should go to the middle, and that's going to be over there on the commander side. Let's do it. We've got this. So middle. So if we left click, it goes up, right clicks down. So just click once right there and we're in the middle. Up for attitude rate. We've got control power goes to up. Remember, just left click to go up, right click to go down. So up. We're going to fly through this real fast. Down. And don't worry. I know you see that 20 minutes up there. It won't be. We can accelerate time once we get this stuff taken care of. So down on these guys. As you can see, it's a little tough to get these boxes just right. So you just got to kind of play with it. There we go. And then now we have to set up everything over there on the lunar module pilot seat. And you'll find yourself jumping back and forth quite a bit. This needs to go to the middle. We can do a radio check here in a minute. Okay, see it's in the middle. And then I'll hit pro. I just want to get past all that. This one here. Oh, you know why? Because I had to go over there and do it over there. That's why. Band goes to up. So we can go up. And then radio check. And there's nothing that that highlights what the radio check is. So we can hit pro on that guy. And then now we're back over here to the commander seat for the RCS command. That's going to go to the down position. So right click for that. TVC servo will go up. And TVC servo 2 will go down. FC reacts valve will go to down, and that's over there. Again, like I said, we're going to be popping back and forth here. So verb, we're ready here. And we're going to be entering in 7.5, but we do not hit enter. So let's hit verb 7.5. And then make sure you're in the 5. There we go. And do not hit enter on this one. Tape spool go to up. And that's going to be, where's that located at? I think this is in a weird spot. if memory serves correct. I think you can only see it from the commander's window, maybe? Nope, it's over there. Okay. Like I said, a lot of back and forth stuff. So that goes to the up position. There we go. Primary glycol 2 radiators will go to open. This is the one that's a little weird to get to. It's easier to get to it from the commander's seat, but we'll do it right here. Pull that guy out. And main tie AC buses. We're going to go to up. We can just kind of get it from here. So we'll just go. Nope. See how that is? It operates very strange from afar. So you got to make sure you're doing the right one. Put that one back down where we had it. He goes to up. He goes to up. Okay. Just making sure we aren't messing up anything here. It's so easy to do that. All right. On our side, we have to do the same thing. Middle. And then we've got radio 2 over there now. Yep. You got it. We're very close. I promise you. Go down. There we go. Commander seats. GDC align goes to push. And the checklist is complete. Just like that. So now we are T-minus 17 minutes, 48 seconds. We can hit any of the number keys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across the top of your keyboard. And we're going to hit 9. It's going to be the fastest. Now, time scale going up. Here we are, 5 minutes.
Program 2. Program 2.
Program 2.
All right, CMP on panel 2, insert verb 75 and do not enter. Verb 75, standing by.
There we go. Verb 75, and we did not hit enter like they told us there. You don't want to do that. Time to launch now, 5 minutes and 33 seconds. So when you accelerate time and it comes to a moment, it will stop the time acceleration. You don't have to stop it manually, which is really cool. Let's go ahead and speed it up. We're ready to get things going. 2 minutes of launch. Program 2 should now be running with its currently, and is currently waiting for the umbilical disconnect signal. Roger that. Once the countdown reaches to 9 seconds, the ignition sequence is starting. Prepare for a lot of vibrations, and it will be rough to get to these switches when we are being thrusted out of here. Once the ignition command is triggered, the engines will start. Yep, got it. When all lights are extinguished, the engines are performing normally. There's a little typo. These should stay extinguished during the first 2 minutes. The inboard engine center light will illuminate, indicating the inboard engine cutoff at plus 216 and will be extinguished until staging when all engines are cut off.
Guidance is internal.
All right, guidance is internal. Let's go outside and watch this.
10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Roger, we got a roll program.
Tower cleared.
Roger, roll.
And we're out of here, folks.
Complete and efficient program.
Back to the commander's seat. You can see things are a little crazy inside. Liftoff is indicated by the liftoff light on the MDC-1 where the 8 glass-covered push buttons are, the top left one. Got it. Check if the engines are thrusting. The computer is running P11. It is program 11 right there, and the clock has started. We have the mission clock right over there, 37 seconds into flight. Roger. The LV guidance has completed a small yaw maneuver. We did that. The pitch program is running to pitch into orbit. And abort mode 1A is complete. Mode 1B has started. There are a few abort modes, each with different abort procedures. These can be read in the details in the manual. Perfect. Set the propellant dump on an MDC-2, the RCS command, in case of an abort. So let's try to get it to RCS command by right-clicking. It's going to be tough to get it, but I'm going to try. Come on, baby. Come on. Got it. Roger. Monitor QA frequently while passing the atmosphere now until 2 MET, mission elapsed time. The cabin pressure should be decreasing at 2.3 nautical miles altitude. Got it. Computer's displaying some data. Register 1, R1 is displaying V1, inertial velocity. R2 is displaying H dot, the altitude rate, and the R3 is displaying H pad, altitude above pad radius. There's a little porthole out there. You can see the top of the atmosphere a little bit. As we are rocketing out of Cape Canaveral, we'll be crossing the Bermuda station here shortly. The computer is displaying some data. Register 1, yeah, we did that. Max Q is the point of maximum dynamic pressure. Entering abort mode 1C.
Houston, you are go for staging.
Go for staging. EDS auto to off. Gotta right click that sucker if I can get it. Just right. Got it. EDS set to off. Roger. Engine to off. Come on, get it. Got it. Roger. LV rates to off. Where are those at? I'm gonna have them do it because it's really tough to click things right now. Hit pro on that guy. That's not gonna do it, is it? LV rates? Is that right here? It's this one right here. Okay, it's off. Okay, gotta right click it. Come on, you.
Staging.
There we go, staging.
And ignition. Set off. Ignition.
There we go. Roger that. Roger that. External. Here it is. We just we're gonna be just release that stage. There it goes. Right there. And we're gonna be lighting these fires back up. There they are right there. Look how beautiful that is. There's the sun. And we are rocking on out of here. Roger there. So back to our commander seat. Things a little less rocky in here now. The tower will be jettisoned next and we'll fire its jettison engines, which it did during that stage separation. So now we can actually see out our portholes. Pretty cool. This happens automatically, but can be performed manually as well, which we did. Roger. APC switch to PC to MDC1. Good luck. Good luck. Is it down or up? I can't get to it. There we go. Got it. Roger. Manual ATT pitch rate command. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Oh man, it's so hard to get. Got it. I don't think it's in command mode though. I think it's in the center.
Go at 4 minutes.
There we go. Got it that time. Abort mode 2 has started. Roger. Woof. Look at that view right there. Nighttime on the other side of the sun. The sun. The other side of the earth. The sun is coming up. External view here. There's the sun right there. Look at that. That is beautiful. There's Florida. There's the Keys. And we just launched right out of there. Just like that. Here's the orbital view that we saw earlier. Now we can see we're starting to get a bit of an idea of what we can expect for our orbit. We haven't hit orbit yet because you can see it's going to come down here. We got to wait till it goes all the way around the Earth. So back to commander seat. We got a lot of things happening here still before we can call it a day. And right now we're just kind of in that part of the flight where we're just monitoring systems, making sure nothing goes terribly wrong. We don't get a master alarm or anything like that. We're 4 minutes and 59 seconds now, 5 minutes into our flight. A lot of information, and it seems very, very complicated. And I will tell you this, you don't have to hit the run button. You can do all of this without the help at all. You don't need anybody holding your hand. If you want to learn the systems and really treat this as a bona fide space simulation, you certainly can. And I think that's awesome. Okay, we're still looking good here. Oh, look at that view right there. Nice. We're definitely upside down. Over the Earth.
Stand by, S4B to COI capability.
We're ready.
Mark, S4B to COI capability.
Here we are, just rocking away. It's nice and quiet out here. Gimbal motor switches MDC1. Let's do it. To start. First start. Is it down or is it up? I don't know. It's up. It's gonna be up. Okay, Roger. Got it. Start. Up. Come on. Click it. Roger. And gimbal motor, y'all want to start. Come on. Come on. Got it. And this one too. Roger. That has been complete. I'm not sure if there's an option for it. I haven't looked to see if there's a way to stop the shaking. I mean, it's part of, you know, you being in a rocket, but sometimes it makes it very difficult to get to your switches when you have the camera moving around like that. So a neat effect. But maybe some people would want that turned off so they don't have to worry about it, especially when you're in crucial parts of a flight and you're doing this all manually. You don't want to miss out. So orbital view, we can see that is starting to grow. And eventually, once we have our oapsis, we'll be good to go. How's everything looking? I love how you can see the Aurora Borealis. Commander seat. External view. Still looking good. And look at that sun. Look at all the stars. It's a gorgeous game. Inboard engine cut off. There it is right there. Man, seats, and we have the 5 right there in the middle, red. This is all part of the plan. It's all going as it should right now. But look at that. That's awesome. Monitoring systems looking good. Hey, Roger on that. But I love the UI. I like how it's displayed to us.
We're going for safety flight. Guys, go. Go for staging. 11, this is Houston. You are go for staging. Over. Stand by.
Go for staging. Let's go to the outside so we can watch it happen. We go for staging here. Wait for it. Camera's kind of funky. There it goes right there. Oh, man. That is cool. We're out of there. And you can see right now, it has really calmed down in the cockpit now. It's not near as crazy as it was before. Looking good. 9 minutes, 1 second into flight. We're still in program 11. CC mode IV. Where's that at? Is that over here? Is that for us? We just hit Roger on it. Say Roger. Stage 2 separation. S1 or S4B ignition was good. The S1B will now thrust the final bit to orbit and automatically cut off at the right time. After this, we will have to check the achieved orbit and do the insertion checklist. Roger. Looking good. External. Man, we're definitely getting some speed now. We go to the orbital view again, and we can see that is starting to rise, starting to get better and better and better. And it moves in real time. Back to orbital, or back to a commander seat, actually. Now, we could speed up time and it would zoom to the parts, but it's not that long to get this spacecraft into orbit, so we're just going to do it in real time so you can see what it's like. One thing that's missing from the outside view whenever we launched is the beautiful crackle of those engines. I would really love to hear that. Or to even have a camera view of the, you know, of the tower or something, so we can have a view on the ground looking at the rocket as it lifts off. That'd be pretty cool. I haven't messed with the external camera too much. But I can tell you this, it's a little funky sometimes, like the way it spins like that. Is there a way to, yeah, you can spin it with the right mouse button here. And then the middle mouse button will rotate your camera around it, but it's just kind of weird how it does it. Zoom in. Look at the detail on this actual capsule. That looks absolutely amazing. Really good stuff. You see the sprite right there, or the lights coming out, the rocket. I love the sun there. Insertion into Earth Parking Orbit, EPO. Let's do it.
Roger, shut down.
Engine shut down. Write down the data from the registers V1R1, H.R2, and HPAD R3. Roger. So he would jot that stuff down right now. The key REL is flashing on the computer. This means it wants to display data. To release the keyboard and let the computer control it again, press the key release button on the D Sky. Let's go ahead and click it. There it is right there. Click key rail is flashing on the computer. This means it wants to display data release. Yeah, we already did that. Hit Roger there. The computer now displays the initial orbit. The guidance vehicle is still in early development. And as with the real rocket, the achieved orbit can be different. What we need to check now is that the orbit is okay, meaning not dangerous. Okay. Take a note of the data. R1 is displaying the apogee altitude. Okay, R2 is displaying... I think we're talking about this. I'm no astronaut here. I am no astronaut. Assuming that that's the data, it's the only computer here, so it's got to be these numbers. So R1's displaying the apogee, which I guess is this. R2 is displaying the perigee, and then TFF is displaying the time of free fall. I don't think that's right. I don't think I know what I'm talking about, but I'll hit Roger on that. If the orbit is safe, you can key V37E and 00E to let the computer run the idling program 00. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that the orbit's safe, but we can actually go to Orbital and look at this. We have a beautiful orbit around the Earth. So I think we can actually say yes. So V37E, verb 37. Oh, key release. Verb. That's what we gotta do. V. Oh, maybe not. Verb. 3. No, it's just kind of doing its own thing. That's fine. Roger that. Now that we are in orbit, we need to perform the post-insertion checklist. Insertion is mainly about turning off things we did during boost and the things we need active during the initial orbit. Roger that. Let's learn about the interactive checklist feature. M, bring up the mission pad, or F12. Select checklists and insertion. So we can hit back and then insertion, and we hit run. So now we are in the run mode of the insertion checklist. Roger that. Read the entire checklist. Yeah, well, you know how we do this. Mission accomplished. Look at that. We're going to continue, and we'll hit Roger there. So, TVC gimbal motors pitch 1, go to the down mode. That goes down, down, and down. Oh, and down. There we go. EDS power, it's probably on that side, isn't it? Nope, down here. EDS power goes to the down position. Middle position for the servo. And middle, so we go up to the middle there on that guy. And then we have main tie AC bus. So we are over here on the lunar module pilot side of things. Look at that view right there. That is gorgeous. And we'll go down on that switch all the way. Down. And then we're over here again so quickly. And we won't go down on that. Down. I love how they say down, so you just know. Open. I guess opens down. Yep. Open is down. There we go. Beautiful. Control power goes to down. It goes to down. Down and up. Let's go all the way back, all the way up to the BMAG. And then we have CMR RCS logic goes to down. And then over here, the SM RCS heaters. Those are going to go to the up position. Oop. You see how the click spots are a little interesting. Up. Come on. Up. There we go. CW mode goes to up. Where's that one at? Oh, right there. It goes to the up position. And then FC. Okay, we're over there now. On the lunar module pilot side of things. That goes to the up position. And up. There we go. Checklist is complete. We have made orbit, my friends. So what do you think? It's a pretty incredible sim, I've got to say. Now imagine you know, have the mission pad up. Now you got the mission, what we plan on doing. We have a briefing in full. If you want to read that, you got a map mode. Shows us where we're at. Orbit data. Pretty cool. And right there, so our apogee is actually 6566. I don't see that number anywhere here. And then 5. Okay, yeah, so 6550. I don't know where those numbers are, honestly. Have to look into that a little bit. Okay. The checklists, we already know that. Transcript, you've got everything here. Everything we read down at the bottom, which is really cool. In case you missed something, notes, you can enter your own text. Hello. I am... Oh, I was going to type in I am not an astronaut, but the M key is... puts that away. There we go. We'll hit M again. Puts it away. But there you have it, folks. Look at the external view here as we have achieved orbit around the Earth. And it is a beautiful thing. Pretty darn amazing. There's the sun right there. I love the graphics. They look great. They really do. Well, we did that. Let me know if you guys want to see me do some more of this simulator. We can do the missions, you know, say if you want to do the campaign, if you want to check out the Mercury and the Gemini, let me know in the comments below. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you guys next time. Take care.